I'm Father Pat, pastor of St. John the 23rd Parish, here to answer a few of the questions that have been submitted recently. My one son and family live in Oshkosh and belong to St. Raphael the Archangel Catholic Church. My question is, how can an archangel be a saint? And my answer is, why can't an archangel be a saint? Saint, we believe, are just people who are fully united with God, and angels are certainly in that position. There's only three angels who are given names in our scriptures: Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael. Michael means power of God, Gabriel means messenger of God, and Raphael means God's healing. And so angels just designated as special messengers of God. And our next question. The church I grew up in made being Catholic very easy. Everything was spelled out for us: Mass attendance, confession, sacraments, prayers, not eating meat on Fridays, and on and on. Now things are not clearly as clear. There truly are conservative and liberal forms of Catholicism. We have an open-minded Pope here in the United States. We have bishops who do not respect or support Pope Francis. Many Catholics today have a cafe style of beliefs. They choose teachings that make sense to them and leave the rest. Can the Roman Catholic Church endure? Well, the history of the Catholic Church has always been one of challenges and people being raised up against each other. All during every Easter season, we read from the Acts of the Apostles, and one of the big challenges that we read, it was the question of, how do Gentiles become disciples of Christ? Do they first have to become Jews and then be baptized? And so that was a big head-to-head battle in the early church. And then we have the Protestant Reformation. So the church has never been totally at peace. What I like to think about is when Jesus designates St. Peter, "You are the rock, and on you I will build my church." He tells Peter that the gates of the netherworld will never overcome the church. So I think that's the promise that we have, that in all the upset and things and challenges that we have, that the Holy Spirit continues to guide us, and we have to have faith in that. We're going to celebrate Pentecost this Sunday. Again, that outpouring of the Spirit, that the Spirit is still with us, leading us on. The next question. I like the teachings Pope Francis has been giving us. Which of his writings are infallible and why? None of his writings are infallible. Infallibility applies very strictly to certain things in the church, and the last time that there was an infallible declaration was in the early 1850s, the Declaration of Mary's Immaculate Conception. One of the reasons why this church is named Immaculate Conception in the old parish, because it was formed right around that time that that declaration came out. So in order to make that declaration, Pope Francis would have to have a lot of consultation, and the church would have to say, this is infallible. So none of his teachings are infallible. He's trying to help us to grow in our faith and our relationship with Jesus through his writings and teachings. The next question. A Catholic man marries in the Catholic Church. Later, he gets divorced. Is he allowed to get married again in the Catholic Church if the first marriage was not annulled? The answer is no. The person would have to go through the annulment process first before entering into the next marriage. And also, when you're thinking about that, the person that he intends to enter into the marriage with would also have to be free to enter that marriage. So if that person was married before, even if they weren't married in the Catholic Church, they would have to go through a similar process in order to enter the marriage and have it blessed in the Catholic Church.